Hi guys, it's Mattias, and I decided to make a video about the, I think, most controversial and the most debated weapon in the game, the 12-gauge pump shotgun. Now, the reason why it's so debated is, of course, because it is so inconsistent. For some reason, this weapon is the most unreliable in the game, according to basically everyone. Now, the nature of how pellets spread with the shotgun and the fact that this weapon is basically useless past 15 meters, having a very precise and accurate aim, is probably the least of your concerns when it comes to using the shotgun. And it's also one of the reasons why me and a lot of other players consider this to be the most noob-friendly weapon in the game. For a long time, I've actually had the belief that shotguns are in games for the purpose of making engagements and some combat situations more random, therefore not favoring the high-skilled players in all situations. And this statement is actually something that I had confirmed by one of the developers from DICE when I talked to him on DreamHack. Now, whether or not this is the same in H1Z1, I'll leave that for you to decide on your own. And I don't know if anything has changed after Daybreak Game Company bought this game from Sony, but I know that when Sony Online Entertainment was developing Planetside 2, the devs basically looked at high-skilled players as, these guys are a problem, this is something that we need to try to fix. So now, as much as accuracy, aim and control is nowhere near as important with this weapon as with any of the other guns in this game, the thing that actually is important in at least some situations is something called twitch aim. And basically what that means is your ability to just by muscle memory quickly put your aim on target with just one quick movement with your hand. And you saw a couple of pretty good examples of that in the very beginning of this video. Now, one of the things that is also well worth knowing about the 12-gauge pump shotgun in H1Z1 is that the pellet spread is random, and there's no set pattern that you can rely on or remember. Now, the fact that Daybreak Game Company recently changed the pattern of the shotgun to be more random, to me that kind of confirms my former statement that the shotgun is meant to be, for lack of a better word, noob-friendly in order to close the gap between high and low-skilled players. And I know that the word noob-friendly has a very negative ring to it. It sounds very condescending. I am not in any way saying that to be disrespectful. The shotgun is basically used by all players that plays this game, and being that the nature of this game is the way it is, you can't just pick a so-called skill-less or noob-friendly weapon and just rely on it. As much as that works in a lot of other games, in H1Z1 you might spawn in an area where the shotgun isn't gonna do you much good, or you might not find it in the first place. The same goes for the mid and late game, since the safe zone is moving randomly, and many times you're gonna end up in areas with a lot of open spaces where it's hard to close the gap enough to make the shotgun useful. So another thing that is worth knowing about this weapon is that even if you would survive several shots from it, you normally come out of that fight with only minor bleeding. Aside from that, just like with every weapon, having a favorable position or a favorable engagement is always important. And therefore, while you are behind cover, you might be in a situation where you cannot see your opponent, but if it turns into a shotgun fight, you are most likely going to be able to hear him or her before the engagement actually takes place. And being able to locate your opponent by sound can be very valuable. So now the frustration over the shotgun when you have your aim straight into the chest of your opponent, but he still doesn't die from it. This is well known in the H1Z1 community, and if you have played this game long enough, it has most certainly happened to you too. What? Yeah, the only thing that surprises me is that these things still surprises me. Anyway, I hope this video was interesting. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will continue watching because there's quite a bit left. So yeah, thank you all for watching.
Hello, teammate, please. Fuck off. What the fuck? Why don't you die, cheater?
Yeah, sorry man, but I can count to 6.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What or?
No.
Nice. Watch out, watch out.
He's coming on the south side.
Good.
Yeah, nice. Damn, that was a headshot. Nice.